Some of you might remember on the turn of the century that telecom boom, the fiber optic boom, and you probably painfully
Fiber
remember the
barons.
bust. Well, might be back. Anton Troianovski is here with us. Tell us all about it. Who might win? Who might lose? You did the video. I thought the video was very well.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Thank
thought
you.
it was really well done.
Yeah, that was starting sort of from the ground up. I mean, as you said, right now we're sort of in the beginning stages, some would say, of a new fiber boom in the U.S. 10 years after the bust that everyone remembers, people are putting in fiber again. So last year it was 19 million miles of optical fiber installed in the U.S., more than any year since 2000.
Sounds like a huge number.
It's a big number. And what it is it's coming from a variety of places. It's, you know, the demand is coming from smartphone use, which means that people need to build fiber to cell phone towers. It's coming from streaming video, which means that, you know, people need more capacity in the pipes. It's even coming from
this stuff
it's
here. This is driving it. Yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, it's even high frequency trading because while there's lots of capacity in the ground, new routes can deliver faster speeds, what's called lower latency, and that really matters if you're trying to execute split-second trades.
Now, to me, you know, and it's interesting, you interviewed some construction companies, some private companies out there that are actually doing the actually laying the pipes. To me, the biggest, the easiest illustration of how bad the bust was is that you look at the telecom sector now of the S&P 500, it's 9 companies. I mean, telecom was a real sector 10 years ago. It's 9 companies now. I don't even know why it's still its own sector. To me, that illustrates the real depth of the bust. Is that going to change? Are there going to be more companies getting into this? Is this really going to be another big boom?
Well, think about it. The companies that do telecom stuff now aren't just the carriers. It's Apple, it's Google, it's Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, so I think the definition has totally changed. But it's for sure just given how much we use telecom products these days. I mean, again, streaming video wasn't, you know, it was a novelty in the 2000 boom.
Now, is this leading to, you know, laying cables all over the country, or those places it's being concentrated? It seems if you're building cell phone towers, and it's literally going to be spread everywhere, but then there's this concentration in areas that have servers and the like, right? Where are the big boom areas for cable laying?
Right. I think it's actually a lot of places that you wouldn't expect. Certainly cell phone towers, and those can be in remote areas everywhere. The argument that actually a lot of people make for new construction is that while there's plenty of fiber still in the ground that was put in 10 years ago that isn't being used, it's not in the right places. So think about what, you know, where people are building these huge data centers. Right. They're in remote areas that for whatever reason have cheap power. That's why one of these companies is trying to raise money to build a cable to Iceland.
Iceland, yeah, that's what it is.
So it's all over the place.
Now, people who got burned 10 years ago will remember this family. They're watching this right now and they're saying, I've heard this story before. What are the odds that we've heard this story before and this is just sort of a flash in the pan?
Yeah, there are a lot of questions still about just how much internet traffic is going to grow, because a lot of it does come down to these big projections of, you know, huge demand growth.
Right.
And we certainly have seen big growth over the last few years, and, you know, if you think about it, while, for example, Netflix is very popular and it's a huge share of internet traffic today, you know, they have 20-some million streaming subscribers. And, you know, what if that doubles? What, you know, as our, for example, TV habits change, what does that mean for fiber? The bear case, though, is especially when you look at mobile traffic, just how much is mobile traffic going to increase? Because you know,
right.
you can't forget how expensive it is, for example, to use that 4G iPad that just came out.
As nice as it is, right? All right, we have to leave it there. Anton, thank you very much.
Thank you.